Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sung Cho, a psychiatrist at Gangbuk Samsung Hospital and associate professor at Sungkyunkwan University School of Medicine. I also serve as a deputy director of Workplace Mental Health Institute today. So I will be sharing my perspective on the integration of mental health and digital technology, what I call Mind by Tech. Please note that what I'll be presenting today comes from my personal experience, both clinical and research, rather than representing any official guideline or institutional position. I hope it will serve as a basis for open discussion. First, I'm a MD, a psychiatrist. As a psychiatrist, I have encountered many situations where traditional diagnostic categories didn't fully capture what people were experiencing. Second, I'm a deputy director of Workplace Mental Health Institute. I've worked on developing programs that bridge the gap, focusing on preventive strategies and real-world solutions. According to a WHO report, global burden of mental disorder is increasing. So in 2030, depression will have #1 disease burden. So in Korea, the depression patients, more than 1 million patients per year since 2020. Actually, these research is from our research. We investigated the mental health of the workers. The workers who have suicide ideation, we excluded all who have the depressed patient, but it was about 16% of the workers had the suicide ideation recently. So though we had excluded the depressed patient, so it was really high, higher than we thought. And this is our another reports. One of the most striking findings we have seen is the suicidal ideation can exist even in workers without clinical depression. In fact, burnout alone increased the risk of suicidal thoughts by 1.77 times. This calls for new approaches to mental health risk detection, especially in occupational settings. So not the clinical level of the anxiety or depression, but we have to concern about the burnout and fatigue and the stress. So I just want to introduce the Workplace Mental Health Institute. Our institute emphasizes 3 pillars: tailored screening and intervention, intimate but confidential care, integration of physical and mental health. And this holistic view is essential for supporting workers in a sustainable way. So we developed such a program called SIM Care. Everybody knows about SIM. SIM means the mind in Korean and Chinese letters. So we are the research and our approaches are based on the SIM Care program. So some company ask us to evaluate their mental health, the workers' mental health. It includes we do the screening and evaluation, and then we do the follow-up and case management, treatment when necessary, access to counseling, clinics, and online interventions. We also pay close attention to presenteeism. It's people who coming to work but mentally disengaged. Let me briefly explain 2 key terms that are crucial in workplace mental health. Absenteeism refers to when employees are physically absent from work due to illness or psychological distress. So it means the 결근, 회사에 오지 않는 거고요. On the other hand, the presenteeism means they are physically present at work, but their mental and emotional state prevents them from functioning effectively. While absenteeism is visible, presenteeism is often hidden, but it can have an even greater impact on productivity and well-being. So our SimCare program consists of a basic package and various modules such as leadership, trauma, cognitive function, and family problem, and couple problem, and parent-child relationship. So we built the Mom Care application to scale these interventions. It provides tailored feedback, calculates the composite scores and using keywords and symptom indicators, and serve as a communication tool between users and care providers, all while protecting the confidentiality. So, with the results of all the individuals, we do the consultation too. We go to the company and we do the FGI, the focus group interview, and we provide the consultation research to change the culture or some strategy or interventions. Ultimately, addressing both absenteeism and presenteeism is not just about individual well-being. It's a process that enhances organizational productivity and reduces broader social and economic costs. So actually now we are developing version 3 of the SimCare program. The transformation from version 1 to version 2, we focused on mobile ability, minimizing the number of questionnaires. So we had to distinguish which questionnaire is more important and other things are less important. And we now we are providing 150 questionnaires to detect our mental problems. And after doing the version 2, the SimCare program, so many people ask us, so from now on, what do we have to do? So from the version 2, we made many solution programs about the YouTube or some explanations or education program. So actually, after doing the SimCare program, you can see the results of the keywords. Then we provided the solution based on the keywords. So I told you that after the evaluation, we showed the individual mental health keywords and showed global mental health total score. We made the algorithm to build up the total score of the mental health. So now we are transforming to version 2 to version 3. We are focusing on automatically calculating organizational productivity by collecting digital phenotype data from workers over a defined period. We can gain valuable insight into their mental health status and behavioral patterns in a way that is both continuous and minimally intrusive. Traditionally, we have relied on self-report surveys. It is the cross-sectional snapshots. It's the state of today. It does not reflect our 1 year. So, but mental health is really dynamic. We need longitudinal data, and more importantly, we need to move from questionnaires to digital phenotypes. Behavioral data captured passively through the technology. So now we are developing the algorithms. So, but there is no gold standard. So now we made a TF team, and we are making our own base. One area showing promise is digital therapeutics for anxiety and panic disorders. These interventions are app-based, sometimes AI-driven, and they can be used daily. But there's still no clear gold standard for evaluation. So that's a challenge we need to address. So I just want to introduce my project. Personally, I've been using the Samsung Health app. While its features are somewhat limited, it still provides a comprehensive overview of my health data. This helps me become more aware of my habits and motivates me to make healthier lifestyle choices. But in mental health area, we cannot tell which one is the gold standard. That's why we are seeing many efforts and bold challenges in this space. One notable example was the Paratherapeutics, a pioneer in prescription digital therapeutics. Unfortunately, despite its innovation, the company faced financial difficulties and is no longer in operation. Still, it remains a symbol of what's possible and how challenging this field can be. Their prescription digital therapeutics are FDA approved and require a doctor's prescriptions. It's like prescribing software, a new frontier in mental health care. Let's be honest, in a typical 3 to 5 minutes appointment once a month, there is only so much a patient can say. But mental health is lived every day. That's where digital tools come in to fill the gap between clinical visits and capture the real daily experience of the patients. So we need the digital phenotyping. The digital phenotyping refers to use of data generated through the personal digital device usage, location, activity, communication patterns, to quantify behavioral and mental health characteristics, potentially integrating with traditional psychiatric diagnostic systems. So the key features of digital phenotyping is a passive and continuous data collection. So behavioral data is collected unobstructively during everyday life without recurring active self-reports. Insight into mental and psychological states, useful for monitoring conditions such as depression, anxiety, psychotic symptoms, and sleep disorders. And it reflects lifestyle patterns, so capture changes in sleep, physical activity, and social interaction in real time. And it complementary to traditional diagnostic systems, enhances DSM and ICD-based assessments with objective and quantifiable behavioral indicators. So these are the framework of my project. Imagine the combining basic clinical information with real-world data over 3 days, and it then having technology recommend the most appropriate CBT-based module automatically. CBT means the cognitive behavioral therapy, and it is really important in treating the panic disorder patients. So it includes the education and practicing the relaxation technique and what we can do when the panic attacks comes. So that's the vision of personalized and scalable and tech-integrated mental health care. So if we use this technique, we can collect the 3-day real-world data, and then we can know that today this patient will have the panic attack or not. Then if the risk is detected, we can recommend automatically the treatment options and can simulate the situation of tomorrow. Then we can prevent panic attacks. So this is our framework. In Korea, digital therapeutics for insomnia is approved. This is our first digital therapeutics in Korea, the SOMS. So we are making digital therapeutics for panic disorder with the same company, the AIMMed. So the company name is changed to AIMNext. So we are in cooperating. So these are the real screen captured of the applications. So it can reflect polysomnography, it's wearable detects, so it can integrate and change our sleep behavior. So it's not just about the diagnosis. Key challenges is in mental health monitoring, lack of objective measurement. Mental health symptoms are often subjective and hard to quantify reliably. And so it is hard to self-aware. Individuals may not recognize or report changes in their psychological state. And it has very high variability. Mental health symptoms fluctuate over time and across the situations. And we need for continuity and crisis detection, but nowadays we do not have. So we have to use the digital phenotypes and AI technology. In the future, Mind by Tech may define the gold standard in mental health, one that is integrated, personalized, and based in daily life, not just clinics. Thank you.